my daughter got diagnosed, I pretty much felt like my world was over.
My daughter was 1 year old, typically developing fine. One day, probably one of the worst days of our lives, she stopped breathing.
Here I was pregnant, and it took me a long time to get pregnant, and I finally had this baby who I love so much. The doctor said, "I think your son may have Down syndrome."
He was born at 1 pound and 7 ounces.
I gave birth, and the doctors told me they think that she has Down syndrome.
When I heard the word autism, I really just had no idea what I was going to do. I didn't even know what it meant.
I was crying, I was shaking. I said, that's not true, it can't be, there's no way.
I was afraid, what will happen to him? What will people think about him? What will people say?
We didn't know how to really digest what we found out.
At first it was hard, people staring, and it's like embarrassing, and you feel the need to explain yourself so they don't stare so hard.
I felt like just digging a hole in the ground and just going in.
I was angry, I was upset with myself, what did I maybe do wrong? And it was just very sad for me.
The mission is to help a special needs child and to deal with the impacts that the child has on the entire family. My wife and I have lived with the challenges of having children with special needs for over 20 years. We understand that it's something that impacts the entire family.
They immediately hear about a case. They rush to the parents' home. These parents are in despair. They show them the roadmap, how they're going to pick them up.
After meeting with C.A.R.E, I realized there was light at the end of the tunnel. There was a future for me.
They were able to help me instantly.
They came to my house right away. They let me know that I wasn't alone.
It's not an organization, they're my family.
Having a child with special needs is not just about the child with special needs. It's about a family with special needs.
We're here to service the family, to service the parents, the grandparents, and the siblings.
They reach out to everybody, to the grandmother.
Besides taking care of the kids, they take care of the parents.
They really rejuvenate the relationship between you and your wife.
Those events are like a lifeline.
We do a Hanukkah event, we have a Purim carnival, we have a concert at the end of the year. We're always thinking about what the parents and the family need before they know they need it.
Whatever it was, they took care of it.
The information, the help, the support, the guidance, the knowledge got us to where we are today.
Parents are so busy that they don't really have the time to do the research to find the right schools for their children. And that's why C.A.R.E is so important, because they really make sure that you will find the school that's the perfect fit for your child.
We help the families get all the services they need. We help them get help in the home, which therapists to call day after day, week after week.
At any point, I can call up any of them and I can cry, question, I need advice, I need guidance.
This is a multifaceted psychological, medical, and health situation that needs to be addressed. And they're doing it. They're doing it.
I don't know where these community parents would be without the shoulder of C.A.R.E to lean on.
C.A.R.E gives parents the hope they need.
Right when you talk to them, it's as if they know you, they feel for you, they care for you, and they understand what you're going through.
C.A.R.E has my undivided support. Of course, it has my blessings. And as long as there's special needs in our community, they're the go-to place, they're the go-to institution.
The only way that we can continue to help these children is with your help.
If you can't help them physically, our team can, but we need your support.
From the few families that they had just 6 years ago, they are now helping 300 families plus, all in our community.
We've serviced over 1,000 siblings. To date, we've obtained for our community over $40 million in value of services. There are hundreds and even thousands of people looking to our organization to hold their hand for the support and the encouragement and the guidance that they need.
C.A.R.E is one of the most compelling and remarkable organizations in our community.
C.A.R.E is not important. C.A.R.E is essential. C.A.R.E is life-sustaining. It's air, it's oxygen. Without it, a lot of these families would suffocate.
It's difficult every day.
Every single day with an autistic child is a new fight.
Days of tears, it's days of anxiety, it's things that people take for granted every day with their children is a struggle for moms like me.
You don't really get used to it.
Speaking with C.A.R.E. was one of the best things I ever did.
Thank God a million times that I found C.A.R.E.
There's really nothing like C.A.R.E.
Baruch Hashem a million times for C.A.R.E.
There's no other organization in the community like C.A.R.E.
One of the most compelling, needed organizations in our community today.
As children grow and develop, their struggles will always follow them.
These challenges don't go away. They're here. They have them forever. We're here forever to help them.
We need C.A.R.E.
We
need
C.A.R.E.
We need C.A.R.E.
We need C.A.R.E.
We need C.A.R.E. We need C.A.R.E.